Oh, yes. Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I remain your one and only Olale Kokiab, your regular teacher here, where you get the best insights into African percussion. So, today we'll be starting a new series. I call it the Beginner Series Basic 1. Beginners Series Basic 1. Here we'll be talking about the various parts of the talking drum as a beginner, and also their functionalities. Then furthermore, we'll be looking into the operational mode, how the talking drum can be played gradually as a beginner, just at the comfort of your homes. So now, let's start with this. As you can see, but permit me, for the sake of different languages, different understanding out there, you see, I'll be using both English language and partly my language, Yoruba language, to explain some of these parts. I mean, just to itemize some of these body parts of the talking drum. As you can see, in English language, this can be referred to as the flap. We call it flap. What does it do? It helps you have a grip of the talking drum. You see, it helps you to put this on your shoulder. It's just like a school bag, as you can see. So, this is the flap, but in Yoruba language, we call it agbeko or ojailu. Agbeko or ojailu. Then secondly, let's quickly look at this. As you can see, this, it's like a rope, but it's more than a rope. You see, evaluating what it does, it's more than a rope. We call this oshon ilu, remi. But in English, you can call this the twine. In English language, twine. So what does it do? It helps in tuning, in giving the drum the desired tone. You see, later in our further classes, you understand more. Then this, look at the wooden skeletal framework in there. We call it odoilu, odoilu. In Yoruba language, odoilu, but in English language, you can call it the drum wooden framework. Drum wooden framework. Then right to this place. Look at the face. That is the facial skin. Just in English language, facial skin. But in Yoruba, you call it awo ojulu. See, that is where you play the drum, when you hit your playing stick on it. Then here, look at this black this thing grip here. So I call it the facial grip. In English language, facial grip. I mean the black colored item. You can see, yeah, you can see it, yeah, facial grip. But in my own language, we call it egi ojuilu. Then this, look at this. As you can see, look at this. This is ogun. What does it do? Organ helps. You see, when building a new talking drum or when repairing a torn facial skin, this will be attached to a sewing thread and is used to sew the edges of the drum to the facial holder, as you can see. So in our further classes, we'll be talking more of mechanics of the African talking drum. But for now, so let's still restrict ourselves or limit ourselves to just mere identification of various parts. That is it. Don't forget, here's the flap, agbeko or oja. We have this twine, which is oshon in my language. Then we have the wooden, the wooden skeletal framework in English, but in my language you call it odoilu. Then this awojuilu, as you can see. Then also this egi. This is the facial grip. Then we have this ogun. Then lastly, we have the plain stick. Yeah, we can call it the plain stick in Yoruba. I mean, in English language, sorry, plain stick. But in my language, we call it okpailu, okpa, okpailu. Some call it in some tribes in Yoruba language, they call it gogo, gongo, gongoilu, but okpailu. So either of the two. So now, having known that various parts of the talking drum, now let's now go to the operational mode of the talking drum. Operational mode of the talking drum. And I think we'll go. Do we just make it in our next class? That would be better. So that you have enough time to assimilate and define various parts that I've mentioned so far. So in our next class, we'll be going straight into the playing of the talking drum itself. Then don't forget, Olaleko Kiab, that is my name. I have a school here in Nigeria. We call it Kiab School of African Percussion. So we hold our physical classes and also our online classes. So for those who are interested in joining our online classes, you can send me an email. You can just check my YouTube, whatever. You'll see my email attached to it. I'll be expecting. And also, if you need an original drum, want to purchase an original drum, don't forget, it's also available in my store. Original drum, quality, professional talking drum. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all. So see you in my next class. Bye for now.